Steve, there we go. Would everyone please stop? Yeah, I'm not apologising, Steve. Yeah, happy days. Yeah, 100% there, Steve. Steve, and any Reds out there, I hope you have been wearing your Liverpool tops, winding up your colleagues in work or uni or wherever you're going. You just coming down for breakfast wearing your Liverpool top anyway, going in the garden, going in the shop, going to the Asda or whatever, and you're wearing your Liverpool shirt with pride, and rightly so, and especially when we get those gold badges anyway. Fantastic stuff anyway. And 20 times Premier League, well, don't get me started on like this. There's debates. I know a lot of you don't have X, but thankfully you don't. And there's debates of people having debates over the names of the league titles. Could you be bothered? Nah. It's the English league titles. Like the pinnacle of English football. Football didn't, sadly, for a lot of rival fans out there, football didn't start in 1992. The incorporation of Sky coming into the league. There's a generation of Reds and any supporter that grew up in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Do you think they actually go, oh yeah, we only won 15 league titles, and then we've got to add an extra? Nah, it's league titles domestically in your league. Doesn't matter if it's called the McDonald's Cup, the Premier League, the Asda Cup, or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's English league title, and Liverpool have won 20 of them, and Liverpool have won 6 European Cups as well. So yeah. United, you've only got like 3, haven't they? So, well. But yeah, yeah, there we go. Enjoy it, Reds. And yeah, Gary, how are we, Gary? And as I said, chat, a massive thank you to everyone that has been supporting Anfield Index as well. Thank you for everyone that has been coming over and dropping your comments in, and most importantly, supporting Anfield Index as well. I know I've seen a lot of yous in, and big up to everyone, my community as well, everyone coming over and really supporting everyone, not just me, but everyone in terms of Dave and everyone's gags and obviously all of them, all the podcasts as well. It's been fantastic. Plenty of content to come out on Anfield Index as well, so do get involved, as I said. But yeah, it's been good. Certainly plenty to get stuck into as well, Red. So yeah, much appreciated. Doesn't go unnoticed from my point of view, Reds, as well. And it certainly doesn't on Anfield Index as well, because we love yous. All yous, absolute legends. Bear with 1 second, chat. I was catching up with chat. North saying, think of chat. Apology there, chat. North, Conor Bradley one needs. Yeah, don't miss it. Yeah, he is technically injury prone, but when you're analysing, I think the data says when you have younger players, North, they're not used to the physical demands. Even Jerome Quansah, when you get younger players coming in, this is where Barca have got to be very careful with Yamal, really. The amount of minutes he's played already, and you look at Pedri and Gavi and as well, like the more demand and physical demand on these young players, they're going to get into the 20s, 21, 22, and there will be a lot more reoccurring injuries as well. So it's going to be one of them, really, Reds. Gary, how are we, lads? Tom, Reds, keep on getting you liking the video as well. Much appreciated. Even Jack and all you supporters of the 20 times English Premier League champions, up the effing Reds. Let's get in. Get in there, Tom, lads. Happy days, son. Happy days. Enjoy it, bud. Enjoy it. I know you would have enjoyed that, fella. Creating the channel all those years ago, Tom, and all years, anyone that was being subscribed from a very long time anyway. I think we started the channel the year before the year in which Liverpool got Champions League football. Obviously the final, I think I remember the Middlesbrough game, the last game of the season, when Liverpool secured Champions League football. So that was when I created the channel. And we've gone from strength to strength, and most importantly, as a football club, we've gone from strength to strength, and we're not really looking back, which is fantastic. So happy days there, that's that's the main thing there, and regain the Premier League title as well. Obviously, Everett saying hello, but yeah, I'll be coming home to celebrate. Happy days there, stay, enjoy it, bud. I know it's be safe as well, because I tell you, there's going to be some Liverpool's going to be drank dry, really. There's not going to be any bevy left in Liverpool that bank holiday weekend anyway. Yeah, the bars and clubs will certainly be getting extra stock in, considering the whole of Liverpool family and the world are fully descending on Merseyside. And yeah, it's everyone's going to be enjoying it. And even if you're not drinking, you're going to enjoy the moments and be there with your mates and family and friends and all that as well. Yeah, like he done an absolute runner, didn't he? John Aldo tried to grab him didn't try to get him for an interview, but that I think you've all seen the interview on LCTV where you can see Aldo and the commentary team on the comms, and you can see Gary Neville absolutely sprinting behind them anyway, trying to get out of Anfield. Because I don't blame him, because I don't think he enjoyed watching Liverpool win a league title, but Gary, be respectful as well, which he is, and he certainly would have. He would be definitely disappointed. But yeah, what a time to be ahead. Big Heights as well is planned to get away. See, we'll get to him as well. But Ed's thoughts on big up there, Alex. Yeah, we'll speak about that bud as well in a little second, obviously, when we go on to the Trent. But yeah, the final, obviously, little talking point really in regards to very much the Reds. It's all got to be about Arne Slot's impact on the football club as well. It's been absolutely phenomenal, really, in regards to the impact in which Arne Slot has had in regards to him coming in from Holland, and yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic. The work in which he's done in terms of his coaching setup as well, it's unprecedented, really, Reds. I think come what the beginning of the season, we didn't really anticipate the impact in which he was going to have at Liverpool, really. I don't think any of us did, but long may it continue, really, in regards to Liverpool this season have been amazing, and I don't think Liverpool are going anywhere anytime soon in regards to our performance levels really dropping off. I think the performances are only going to get better and better and better, really. Yeah, it's, and especially obviously moving, I don't know if anyone's ever left home to like go to another country and learn a different language for your work or whatnot. But yeah, it would have been difficult for Arne and even the players that have come in over the last couple of seasons as well. Like these football players and certainly managers just commit so much to it as well. I think obviously Arne, I think he's over there on his own. I don't know. I think that's what he said in the season as well. So yeah, he's just been a revelation, really, and I just love the humble nature of the gaffer, really. Well, he's a gaffer, but he's a head coach, classed as his title, really. But yeah, he's going to be going from strength to strength, and we've all seen on a week-to-week basis, haven't we, Reds, in regards to you watch him tactically on the sideline, and he's 10 steps ahead of absolutely everyone, really. And it was a bit similar like when we all used to watch Guardiola against Klopp, really, where Guardiola in certain big moments in the big games, he just had that bit more competitive edge in regards to his tactical nous, in regards to his game plan, really. But Arne Slot, he's ahead of the curve, really, and I think it's going to be a busy summer. We'll speak about Trent's replacements in a little bit as well, in terms of the players coming in. But we are the place to be in European football. I know everyone's speaking about Real Madrid and Trent's going there, but if I'm Trent, this is why we'll speak about it a bit later as well. You look at that Real Madrid forward line, like Bellingham, Rodrigo, Mbappe, Vinny. If anyone's watched Real Madrid this season, even when you watch them against Arsenal, there's a reason why Arsenal went through, because they're just so lazy across that forward line. And especially from a defensive structural point of view, Trent, if you thought the English press was bad in terms of critiquing his defending, the Real Madrid fans with their scarf, like the white handkerchiefs out as well when they get annoyed, and yeah, like when they see a poor performance, it was only Mbappe was getting booed already this season, and that's Mbappe that scored already 40 odd goals for Real Madrid, and he scored more goals than Cristiano Ronaldo did in his debut season. It's big expectation level, but yeah, you've got to have the right mentality to represent Real Madrid. Some players swim and some players sink, really, and for me, hopefully Trent does well, but most importantly, if we meet them in the Champions League, I'm hoping that they're getting knocked out of the Champions League next year, the earliest possible opportunity. But it will be, like, we know how football in history does work as well. It's just set up for next season to Liverpool to get Real Madrid, and then Trent playing right back for Real. If Liverpool get Real Madrid, as we did this year. But yeah, the script has probably already been written for next season. You know what's going to happen. Trent will be turning up to Anfield or whatever, whether that be in the last 16, last 8. And let's hope it's in the group stage, really, and not in the bloody knockouts anyway. And we do the business over them like we did this season, with Maka getting that worldy of a goal as well. But Reds, do drop a like on the video as well. Massively does help out. In absolute legends. But yeah, it's one of them, really, in regards to, the manager. We're going to do exactly the same next season, Reds, if I'm being honest. You've got to analyse the core and the group of players as well. It's only going to get better. You look at, obviously, Keita, not played many minutes. We all expect him to very much move on next season. I personally do myself anyway. And certain other players to move on. Trends, of course. Big wages getting, well, not saved, because that money will be getting reinvested in a new right back. For me, and not to jump ahead, I'd like to see, obviously, but there's some interesting right backs. But Frimpong, I know everyone goes, oh, defensively he's absolutely awful. But it would be interesting how stylistically Liverpool do set up next season. Do we go out with a more orthodox defensive right back and reassure the back line a bit more, where we get more defensive-minded left-backs and right-backs, and put more of an emphasis, really, in those central attacking areas where Liverpool are not just creating from the right-hand side of our team? Because predominantly over the last 5, 6, 7 years, especially under Jurgen Klopp as well, Liverpool's right-hand side has just been so demanding, really, down that right-hand flank. And even when you look at Andy Robbo's drop-off in the last 2 seasons, I would say, but I think Robbo, he's had to sacrifice a lot of his game in an Arne Slot system, where he's become a lot more defensively minded. He's not the Andy Robbo of a Jurgen Klopp system, where he's just bombing on down the left-hand side, and he's got a lot less defensive duties. Now in the structure at Arne Slot, it's all about positional play, understanding your roles as well, and even not obviously Arne wouldn't say it publicly anyway about Trent, but I think he's already been on record this season about him speaking about Trent on many of occasions, trying to play that Hollywood ball over the top, and I think it really done his head in. Certainly done my head in certain games where we've analysed it as well. But yeah, Reds 20th league champions, happy days. We're flying, absolutely bouncing into next season as Premier League champions. And let's hope next year we do well. We done well this year in the Champions League. We come top of the group. And just the way the absolute nonsense, really, in regards to the unlucky nature, to say the least, Liverpool got Paris Saint-Germain. And for me, the winner will either be Paris Saint-Germain or Barcelona. For me, the winner's going to be coming from them anyway, if I'm being honest. But I could be very surprised. But if you're being beaten by the champions, Paris Saint-Germain and Liverpool, for me, have been the 2 best European sides in world football this season. Liverpool just didn't show up. And the 2 games that you need to show up in the season are in the Champions League and the knockout stages. But Arne, he's young in his managerial career, and obviously this goes into next season. If you look at his European standing, his lack of experience, but he'll learn very quickly this season about him needing more squad depth in those Champions League games. You look at Ezra, like Doué coming on, Zaïmi coming on for Paris Saint-Germain in that second half of the extra time. They could have been 2 or 3-0 up, really. They could have absolutely walloped us, and thankfully Liverpool were able to get to penalties. But yeah, Liverpool just ran out of steam at one of the most important games of the season, really. But good that we cracked on in the Premier League, and it just allowed us to do what we done anyway. But we've learned massively. Certainly Arne Slot would have learned anyway. Alongside Van Dijk, Matip as well. Found it hard to get starts, but sadly injuries. Joel Matip, for me, he was, especially 29, for people my age as well, one of the best centre-halves Liverpool have had over the last 30-odd years. Big Sammy Hippiet, for me, will always be one of my favourite centre-halves. Big Sammy. For me, he was underrated outside of Liverpool. I think the fact that we got him for so cheap as well, but that era of him coming in and really stamping his authority on that team, he was a cut above most centre-halves in English football anyway, and yeah, he was Sammy Hippier, man. Even on corners. Could you imagine Big Sammy and Virgil van Dijk on corners trying to defend them two? You'd have absolutely no chance as well. So it's going to be one of them, really. Yeah, so what else from Pong? Bradley, yeah, no doubt. We'll speak about that. Yeah, I'll be going out with the firm anyway. Be good to actually get out the house for a bit and yeah, celebrate with the special people in my life, and yeah, that's what it's all about, really. Like, this is what like everything builds to, really, in terms of just enjoying the moment. And especially if you're a Liverpool fan, if anyone ever gets the opportunity to see a trophy lift, I remember 2005 vividly, but I remember, and obviously this is where Trent's obviously announced a video, but he was celebrating in 2005 as a younger Red himself. But yeah, that's what it's all about. Celebrating with your mates and your family, or even if you're watching from around the globe. Yeah, and thankfully we do support a football club that is putting us in a position where we are competing, and that's why it should be continuing to build on this great year that we've had. Go again, strive for better, improve in the quality, and always look to improve across the board as well. No news at the minute there, Alex. Head over to Anfield Index. Obviously David Lynch and obviously Dave Davis done a great interview, great podcast as well. So yeah, Alex, check out obviously the podcast Anfield Index have done this morning. It was chock-a-block of Mondays anyway, but yeah, Alex, definitely check that out, bud. Anyway, that's on obviously Anfield Index. There was a lot of reports, great, I'm not going to spoil it, but good information over there, mate, so definitely check that out. And that interview, bud, if you want any Kirkes news or whatnot. Yeah, Steve, that's the main thing. We will be buying players in the summer, bud. Certainly we will be. It's, yeah, big up there, KK. I can understand your it being hard, bud. It honestly is, because I understand, and this is where, like, as we said at the top of the show, really where we live in the world of media in terms of people wanting to get clicks, like even like sports, like channels as well. You've got to drive debate. You've got to create debate to make content, really, because that's the world of media. For the last 200-300 years anyway, it's all about getting the headlines and getting debate and driving debate as well. So yeah, it's one of them, bud. But we move on, okay, don't we, bud? It's one of them. It's one of them. Jay, how are we, mate? And I know you certainly would have enjoyed this season, mate. I have to get you on a live, mate, very soon. Just being chock-a-blocker with Anfield Index, bud. But good to see you well, bud, anyway. And thank you for tuning in, fella. Oh, yeah, I know. Jay, will you be coming down to Liverpool as well? If not, enjoy the celebrations, mate. And yeah, we'll certainly enjoy wherever anyone's watching from around the world. We won the league this season. And Reds, we're not going anywhere soon anyway. We're going to be back next year. And I think Mac will come out with a great interview over the last 48 hours as well, saying his aspirations for the club and himself as well, wanting to go all in the Champions League next season and give it a much better going. Which, if I'm saying to Macca, lad, you've done amazing. As I've just said there, he's just unlucky with the draw. Maybe next year we get a much less worse a team than no respect. Well, Palace year, one of the best sides this season. So yeah, better draw. Because look at the draw that Arsenal got this season, Reds. Their right hand side of the draw. If we had that, we would have actually, it's when we started. We'll speak about Arsenal next week anyway, because we will be there for the Guard of Honour anyway. Happy days there, bud. I'll definitely, bud, anyway. It's going to be, the whole of the world is going to be descending on Merseyside, Jay, but if I don't see you, bud, hopefully we'll see you, mate. I'll try and get some time, because I'll be seeing quite a fair bit of people anyway. But if I don't see you, Jay, enjoy it, mate. And yeah, it's going to be chocker. It's going to be absolutely rammed like Liverpool anyway. There'll be plenty of Manx and Evertonians going on Halsey anyway. They won't be certainly in Liverpool. But yeah, so we're buzzing. Liverpool winning the league. Happy days. We're flying.